Hi, my name is Catherine. I've gone by a lot of different nicknames in my life. There's been Cat, of course, Kate, Katie, Kath, Kathy. Now I'm going to go on to some of the not so nice ones, although Piggy wasn't so bad because we had a pet pig and he was 1,000 pounds and there was an article written about him, not to mention the fact that I did a really good Miss Piggy impersonation, so that was part of it too. Let's see. Airhead, stupid head, big butt, wiggly, not some of the nicest nicknames that I've ever heard in my life. Hatchet face, loser, just a few more. The reason why I have these nicknames, because people thought it was fun to pick on me and bully me. Some of them were friends, some of them were not really friends. One of them was actually a man I ended up marrying. I don't think it really matters if he's a psychopath or a sociopath. I think what matters is the fact that something is very wrong with him, considering the fact that he did and said some things that were really horrible. This is kind of my reaction to a video that I watched earlier this week. Normally I watch Nicole Arbour's videos because I think she's honestly genuinely pretty funny. But this one really hit me in a sore spot and struck a nerve with me. And simply because I've battled with my weight throughout my life and I've had friends that have battled with their weight. And today, September 10th, is National Suicide Prevention Day, and I am all for suicide awareness and suicide prevention. I, in fact, am a survivor, but I have friends that have not survived it. I have lost some people that are very dear and very special to me, and what people don't know is the fact that they battled with their weight. And it's these kinds of statements that she's making that can actually exacerbate some people's problems with their weight. And I can't bring my friends back. The irony is, in the past, I've been a paranormal investigator. I still investigate to a smaller degree, but that doesn't bring my friends back to me. I can't go to the movies with them anymore. I can't have late night discussions on the telephone. I can't, talk photography shop anymore with some of them. I can't bring them back. They're gone. And words like this get thrown around about, stop eating, and it's not that simple. And I know that she says, she makes the comment where she says, for you who have medical problems, this is not geared towards you. But the situation is this. Food-related emotional issues may not be considered a medical problem, but a lot of people turn towards food for their comfort, and when that is taken away from them, they become very depressed. For example, one of my friends had surgery, a pretty serious surgery, in order to get rid of the weight, and after that, he became very upset, and he had a lot of other things going on in his life, but I don't know, it's these kinds of statements that are just kind of said by someone in a comedic way in order to wake people up. My concern is that someone is going to interpret this the wrong way and is going to be hurt, and the last thing I want is for another person to hear words that are geared to, because she meant to help people, but it's not going to be helping people. It's probably going to turn some people into a tailspin. I know if I had heard that one, if I were not in such a good place as I am now, it could have sent me into a really negative spiral in thinking. And I think what's important is to be able to clarify that the people that are going to be able to help with weight-related issues are going to be people who are professionals in that area, and that she needs to leave that to those that are doctors and dietitians and nutritionists and people who specifically work with weight-related issues, whether it's physical therapy or personal trainers, fitness instructors, yoga instructors. These are the people that are going to be able to help. Comedy has its place in life. I've grown up on a stage. I know all about that. I'm not a comedian. I never really wanted to be a comedian, but I love comedy and I love making people laugh. I love being other characters, and having people crack up is a wonderful thing. It really is. It fills my heart with a lot of joy knowing that I've made people laugh until they practically pee their pants. The point I like to make is, comedies like Modern Family, Blackish, How I Met Your Mother, all of these TV shows push certain boundaries here and there, and they're funny because the situations they're in are hilarious. They make you think. Those are the kind of comedies that are the social commentaries, and she kind of needs to leave that to the professionals, so to speak, to be able to cheer people up in that regard and wake people up, and it's doctors' places to be able to help people with weight-related issues, and it's therapy and people in professional offices that deal specifically with trauma, abuse, suicide, there's so many different categories of areas where people can get help on a clinical basis in order to be able to deal with the things that they're going through in their lives. And I know a lot of people go to YouTube in order to kind of escape, whether it's through silly puppy videos or cat videos. And so it's one way to be able to cheer yourself up. Yes, it's certainly not going to help a lot with your weight unless, of course, you're doing a lot of laughter to try and get the weight off. Although I did read an interesting study that if you watch a horror movie, you actually burn more calories because you're in a state of being kind of in suspense and tense throughout the whole movie. So watch a horror movie, it's really good to burn calories. But that's a whole different subject, so to speak. But back to this whole kind of suicide awareness and prevention, it's very sad for me to have to even get online and do things like this, and people have really wanted me to get online and sing and talk and things because they think that I have important things to say, but I'm not so sure about that. But I feel that this is an important thing to kind of get out there, because there are so many more important things that are going on in this world than this video, and there's such a hullabaloo over it. I mean, my gosh, we've got refugees that need to be taken care of. I think that a lot of times we take for granted the things that we have in our lives. It's food and shelter. I live in a gorgeous home, and I really appreciate that. It's very serene and very beautiful where I live, and I love that. I step outside and I'm in the middle of nature. It's wonderful. It's very healing. I think it's so important to do things for yourself that help you in a natural and a healthy way, instead of there's a lot of violence going on in the world. People turn inwards and they take it out on themselves, or they externalize everything, and then the next thing you know, people are being hurt by gunshots and words and things get thrown out there that shouldn't be out there. And I think what a lot of people are not discussing in some of these videos that people are putting out there and the reaction to it is there's something called BDD, which is body dysmorphic disorder, which is something that I've battled with years. And I'm a lot better about it than I was in the past, but I think the point I'd like to make is you don't, as I've said before, you don't know someone's internal struggles. You don't know what people are going through. I'm very sensitive about my hands. I'm very sensitive about my legs. I'm very sensitive about a lot of things. I have scars on my face, and I have scars all over the place. And I'm very ashamed, and I'm very embarrassed about them. And I get very ashamed and embarrassed about the bad that I have. And after things that I've gone through in my life with being treated badly by guys and miscarriages, I've really internalized a lot and taken a lot out of myself, and I know a lot of people do that, and that's what brought me to some of my darkest places. And it was hard to get out of them, but it took a lot of help, and some therapy, and eating properly, and getting the right exercise, and being in nature to really, really help with a lot of my issues. So not everyone has the capability to be able to work out every day. We're not born into necessarily the most ideal situation in our lives, and sometimes you have no choice, and you can't get out of that. You're stuck where you're stuck, and when you're old enough, you can be able to make those healthy choices for yourself and for those around you in order to be able to do what's right for your health. And I think that's what I like to make sure that it gets through to people in my videos, that there's so much different help that's out there. Just need to go to the right places. I'm going to put some links here for people to be able to go to for some suicide awareness, and even some different links for nutrition and things like that, because I think nutrition is important, and I think that even just having a healthy mindset is important. Meditation is important. Setting those goals is important. Having affirmations is important. There's so many different ways to kind of pull through things in your life instead of having to watch a video on YouTube. If you find this helpful, let me know. I appreciate the comments. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and take care.